In this video, let's watch future moon missions of different countries. Nowadays, every country is exploring space and the moon on different missions, but it all started in 1959 when the Soviet Union launched Luna 2, the first spacecraft to reach the moon. However, Luna 2 was not designed to land on the moon, it was sent to collect data until it crashed into the moon's surface. The Soviet Union and the United States engaged in a Cold War rivalry that led to both countries investing heavily in space programs. The goal was to be the first to land a human on the moon. Until 2023, Russia had conducted 24 lunar missions, some of which were successful. These include Luna 9, 1966, the first spacecraft to make a soft landing on the moon, Luna 13, 1966, which returned the first surface images from the moon, and Luna 16, 1970, which returned the first samples of moon soil to Earth. When it comes to US, the United States launched a total of 11 lunar missions, of which 6 were successful. The most famous American moon mission is Apollo 11, which landed the first humans on the moon in 1969. Another successful American moon mission is Apollo 15, 1971, which was the first mission to use a lunar rover. The rover allowed the astronauts to explore a larger area of the moon and conduct more extensive scientific experiments than previous missions. When it comes to China, the country has launched a total of 7 lunar missions, of which 4 were successful. The first successful Chinese moon mission was Chang'e 3, which landed on the moon in 2013. Other successful Chinese moon missions include Chang'e 4, 2019, which was the first spacecraft to land on the far side of the moon. Even India launched a total of 3 lunar missions, of which 2 were successful and 1 was semi-successful. The first successful Indian moon mission was Chandrayaan-1, which landed on the moon in 2008 and discovered water on the moon. The second mission, Chandrayaan-2, launched its satellite in orbit but failed to land on the moon. The third mission, Chandrayaan-3, successfully landed on the moon's South Pole region on July 14, 2023. On the other hand, countries like India, China, and Russia are attempting to build their own space stations within this decade and aim to send humans to the moon by 2030. What surprises me is that, despite Japan not having landed on the moon to this day, it has announced plans to send humans to the moon by 2030. It sounds like I've never played cricket, but I can play like Virat Kohli. I hope Japan sends humans by 2030. Jokes aside, isn't it fascinating that not only are countries striving to send humans to the moon, but private space agencies are also aiming for lunar and Martian expeditions? Have you ever wondered why every country is trying to send humans to the moon? I mean, since 1969, no one seemed to care about going back to the moon, but now every country has scheduled a moon mission. Well, that's another video on J-Miniverse. Stay tuned for part 2.